Hi friends, to make your own crown of candles, you are going to need this packet of papers from your learning packet, one piece of green construction paper, but you can also use a different color if you would like, scissors, and you can use your glue stick and your liquid glue. The first step for this activity, friends, is to cut out all of the different pieces that we have in the packet. And this is where a grown-up's help comes in handy, because the grown-ups can cut out the small berries and the candle flames while you guys can cut out the candles, and maybe you guys can give a try to our leaves. Friends, once all of your pieces are cut out, you are going to take your piece of green construction paper and you are going to fold it into thirds. And you're probably going to need a grown-up's help for this because we want to try and get them about the same size. And then where you folded, that is where you're going to cut, so you end up with 3 strips of green paper. So for our candles, the parts where we see the black lines, we actually want to flip them over so that when we put our candles together, we don't see those black lines. For each of our candles and each of our flames, you're going to put a little bit of glue on the back where the rounded part of your flame is. I recommend using your glue stick since they're small and they don't weigh a lot. We don't need a lot of glue. And then you're just going to glue it to the top of your candle like this. If you want to get really fancy, and if your grown-up is okay with it, you can even add some gold or yellow glitter to your flame. But you're going to repeat this process until you have 5 candles. Once your candles are done, friends, you can set these aside to dry, and we will take our green strips of construction paper, our green leaves, and our little berries to make the base for our crown. So I'm going to start with 2 strips of my green construction paper, and I am going to glue the ends together. So for this, I'm going to use my glue stick again because I don't want to use too much glue that I have glue squirting out of the sides, but we're just going to do just a small part of one end, and then you're going to lay the end of the other piece of paper on top, just like that. Now we are going to glue on our leaves, and it's going to look a little bit like this. For this, I'm going to use some dots of my liquid glue just to really make sure that it sticks. And remember, a little dot does a lot. So I'll do a couple of little dots around my paper. And you're going to glue it on. And the best way to glue these on, friends, is to start at one end of your strip of 2 green pieces. And attach it just like this. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the other one. So again, do some glue dots around the edge. You don't want them super close to the edge because the edges hang over the side of your green strips. Just a few dots, enough to hold it on. And we carefully flip it over and we glue it on just like that. And now you can take all of your little red berries and just little dot of glue and go glue them on. And you're going to do that until you have as many berries on your leaves as you would like. So now that I have the base of my crown together and my candles are all dry, it is time to attach our candles to our wreath, to our crown. So I'm going to flip this over. And for your candles, the part where you see the whole flame, you're going to put a little bit of glue on the bottom, and you're going to glue it onto your paper just like that. And you're going to do the same thing for the rest of your candles. You're going to want to space them out along. See how you see my leaves sticking out? You want to do it along your leaves. So you get them all on there. And then you can flip it back over again to let it dry. Now that I have glued my candles to my greenery, it is time to complete the crown. And you want to wait for this step until it is all dry. That way your berries and your candles don't fall off. But when they are dry, using glue, tape, or a stapler, and if you use a stapler, you have to have an adult help you, you are going to attach your last piece of green construction paper to the other end, and then your grown-ups can wrap it around your head to get a good fit, and then they can staple the ends together. Then you will have your very own crown of candles.